Welcome YouTube back with another video. It's your boy Young Stoner. I am your host today for the Visionary Cast, and I got my co-host.
District Sam's Puma Venda.
Yeah, and our guest is the one and only Sillie Rich. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Just for a bit. Just
Yeah, give us an intro. Give us an intro.
What's
So yeah, man, I'm Sillie Rich, man. I'm Sillie Rich. My real name Alvin. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to put on my government outside like that, but
Yeah,
it's
nah,
alright.
you don't
okay.
have to. You don't
You know what
have
I'm
to.
saying?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
bro.
he's talking about his government name. What is government last name?
Oh, government last name is even like that shit, you can get that shit on Google, bro. It's all over the internet, bro. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy to
Alright.
find.
Let's jump
Damn,
straight
damn.
in.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. So, my first question for you today. It's I'd like to know where you're from. Where is Sillie Rich from? You know what I mean? Are you born and raised, or you know
Alright,
what it is? What it is? What it is? What it is?
Yeah,
you from?
bro. Alright, so Sillie Rich. I was raised here. I was raised in Joburg. Yeah, I grew up in Joburg, but
Which hood? Which hood?
I grew up in Windsor. It's basically like a hood in the north. type shit.
Right.
So
No
yeah, I'm
side.
hood.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
Okay, so like I want to understand something, right? Okay, one of my own sources. Okay, I'm a source creator, source getter.
Don't do that. Don't do
and
that.
socks tangas, you understand?
Yeah.
So okay, I had some sort of a rat, right? Told me a sort of an
A
information.
rat.
Is that a snake?
No, okay, I
Rat or
read.
snitch?
I read. That's what
You
they-
read?
Yeah, I read. You know why? They said that your friends can reincarnate and become rats at the end of the day. So I have your friends as
So what?
rats.
You're fat?
Okay, well, let me just get to ask this question, right? So you born in Belgium, right?
Oh yeah, bro. How'd you know that? Like, what's
Damn,
up?
nigga.
How'd you know
put it
so
on all
much?
wrong, nigga.
That's
You
what I
put it
want
on
to
all
know.
wrong, nigga.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you born in Belgium and you have
Yeah.
Nigerian parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just tell me more about that. Why are you hiding that? I don't want people to hide stuff.
No. I'm not hiding shit.
Yeah.
I was probably gonna get into that.
Listen to this
Nah,
guy.
yeah, for real. I was probably
Nah,
gonna get
nah,
into
nah,
that.
nah,
You
nah,
know what I'm
word,
saying?
word.
Yeah. But like, I was born in Belgium, bro. Like, I have a problem with people that say I'm Belgian because I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
just I feel like just because I was born in Belgium don't mean I'm from
Yeah,
Belgium.
because now you know you were raised here. I mean,
Yeah,
you know this
exactly.
place better than
Okay.
any other place.
Yeah, so I was born in Belgium. I only lived there for like I think 4 or 5 years when I was very young before I
Okay.
became this side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when like my mom's and my dad separated type shit. So I had to live with my mom and my dad left that side. He stayed that side. So I came with my mom this side.
I see. Also, like, the reason why you don't want to talk about this is because it's much more too personal in your personal life.
Yeah, it's a bit too personal, but I mean, it's nothing too deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was born in a different country, and my dad is from another country, but I live in another country.
You told me that they separated and all those things, understand? I don't really want to know what happened, but then I don't want to know how it affected you as the young king.
Alright, so it's crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because like I grew up without my dad. Childhood. I just met my dad when I was 5. I would talk every day on the phone. You know, like all the time.
It was one of those.
Yeah, it was one of those things. So for me, bro, at first my mom wasn't okay with me like making music, but my lifestyle was kind of like trapped at the time. So I moved out of my mama's house when I was 13.
13? Damn, 13!
Yeah, so like
1-3.
1-3, bro. So like,
Bro, that's crazy.
I had friends that was like making music and shit, bro, chilling, they had PlayStation and everything. So I used to go and hang out for like 2 weeks and never come back home.
Okay.
So it came to a point where I just ended up chilling at the homies' cribs. I went and took my bags out home. I moved to the homies. They didn't even recognize that I left at home. They didn't even know. No, they only knew after like a week when I told them that I actually moved out. They're like, for real? They're like, it is cool.
Yeah.
So when I moved out, that's when I actually like went hard with the music shit. Because the people I moved in with, they were so like inspired and motivated.
Would you say they were the people that inspired you into your artistic?
Yeah, that definitely had something to do with this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a starting of my journey at the time, so definitely really did inspire me.
So, like,
The
okay.
better buttons, I ain't gonna lie.
That's really deep, right? I love what you're saying. I like the fact that you're saying it from your own heart, understand? So what I want to know and understand is that what were you running away from when you like like not always available or like at home, but you're always available to your friends. Understand? So what I want to know and understand is that why was that? Or like why did you feel more comfortable with your friends, which is gonna be strangers sometimes, more than your own parents?
Well, at the time, I was like, bro, I felt like my friends was more like family because they actually understood my trip.
Yeah.
You know, and at the time, I just wanted to hang with people that have positive energy and that actually inspire me to do what I wanted to do, which was music, and they were like doing the same similar things at the time. So that's why I ended up hanging with like homies most of the time, because most of them are producers and creatives. So I hang with them so I can learn more and get better at my craft. So I was very still young and I really wanted it.
Yeah, so that's the question. As you said, you grew up with the homies. I want to know where exactly did the name Sillie Rich come from? I want to know the motive behind that name.
Sillie Rich.
Yeah.
I don't stop till I'm Sillie Rich. Alright, so
Okay.
so the whole Sillie Rich thing, man, came through. At first it was just Sillie. Yeah, I used to work with the group called Rap Entertainment, Ray Art Family. Those are my brothers, man. Shout out my brothers, man.
Shout out to them.
Shout out Rap Entertainment, man. They're still doing their thing.
Yeah.
They're in Cape Town right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
let's
they've been
go.
traveling a lot too. They were like the first artists from SA to actually go to the Grammys.
Oh damn. That's really
They
They
deep.
put you on, man.
Yeah.
They put you on, bro.
No, we worked together after they came back. That's when we actually started working together. We had a little record label going on. So those are like the niggas I was working with. And I had Purple Stain. That was a duo I was in before. It was called Purple Stain, me and my homie. So we're pushing real hard. And you know, we're doing a thing, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel
So,
like
we're doing a thing.
so like, I really wanna like, I really wanna like understand this, right? Like, okay, you do it with me. I love, you know, the
what does that mean? What does that mean, bro?
Nah,
You know,
we'll talk about that another day. But what I wanna like, what's this? As you have said that you've got like friends and everybody, you know, they're doing music stuff. So like, I really want to know, Goti, what motivated you as an artist? Because there's always motivation for a song to be written. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I want to understand is that what was your motivation to be in the music industry? Like, why are you in the music industry? Do you really believe in what you're pushing actually?
Oh, definitely. I truly believe in everything I do,
Okay.
bro. But I ain't gonna lie to you, the reason why I'm in the music industry, right? I entered for different reasons, but then I learned more because it was a very long journey for me, bro. I learned a lot about the music industry. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. At first, I felt like I was just behind the scenes when I thought I was actually in the game at first. Because everything I was doing everything like totally wrong. Like, because I realized a lot of upcoming artists and stuff, they just want to release songs and record songs, but they don't realize a lot of shit you actually got to do before you can do that. You work to actually speak, you know. So I was doing a lot of stuff, bro. I didn't have enough education in what I was doing. So it's like when you're going to school, bro, you need to like study a little bit on whatever subject you're going to do before you do it. But people don't get to do that with music. They just want to record and start releasing and then you're artists.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more like I wanted to learn the business. So I learned business because I think I dropped in 2022, then I stopped. Because at first we weren't making no money, bro, so it wasn't making no sense.
was it an EP or an album?
I dropped like a young EP for Slam Forever. Yeah, I dropped like a young EP, I let it go. So I thought maybe I was doing everything right, bro, because you know I had people with me and stuff, but I found out I was doing everything wrong once I started working for a record label. So I signed a couple of deals. I signed NDAs and shit. Yeah, so it's like once I started working for a record label, I became like a team member for other artists. So I learned more actually.
On that, I want to get your experience. Were there any up and downs specifically in your uprise? So as you mentioned that you were still an amateur. You started the game and yet you thought you were at the top. I want to know what advice do you have for young upcoming artists who want to take a proper route? What would you give it, like I say, a 3-step for those artists like you? Do 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a blueprint for them.
Yeah, bro. I feel like a lot of artists actually need that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Because one problem I got with artists, it's not really a problem. I mean, it's a thing. I mean, artists have like big pride, ego, whatever, like alter ego, whatever. So when you get to places, don't really connect with people. They don't speak to people because the artists feel like they need to like play back. So they let the manager do everything. So the managers are usually the ones that do most of the job. So now when the manager drops you, you won't know shit. Because he's the one that speaks to everyone. He's the one that gets all the connections. So what I got for the young artists, right? I say, just study a little bit more, bro, before you get into it. I mean, keep making your music, but before you actually like enter the industry, I feel like you have to study a little bit more, like know what you're going in for real, bro.
You see, I like that. You see, like on that, right? I really wanna ask something. Do you think record labels are destroying people's dreams? Because, for an example, okay, we have an artist called RIICH. You understand? He was in Ambitious Records. He was an artist there. You understand? So what I wanna understand, like the whole overview. Do you believe that in that, like, what's this record labels, are they building dreams or destroying dreams? Okay. On you, right? You told me that you were signed to a label, but you didn't really do what you wanted to do, right? Am I wrong, right?
No, I was not really. I was signed for different reasons.
Okay, thank you for that. So my point is this, right? Do you really think or believe that record labels, they destroy dreams or they make dreams come true? From your artist perspective, I don't understand that part.
Record labels don't really destroy dreams, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hear a lot of people, right? A few artists always come out and say, yo, I got robbed by the record label. And then
Why is that?
the thing is, have you ever seen any record label come out and tell the side of the story? Anytime.
Oh no, they don't actually.
No, so just because they don't, you think they're crooks?
Nah.
Okay, so all I'm saying
That's a
is,
good
okay, so
question.
look, all I'm saying is, right? I don't feel like they destroy people's like careers or images. It's all up to you, bro. The record labels are actually, they give you a step ahead. You know, because I've worked with the record label and I see how they work with artists, bro. They invest a lot of money, but I'm talking about millions every time, and that money might not come back, but it has to be invested for the artist to actually go out, bro. For your videos to be made on TV, for radio, for everything, right? The label is behind everything, and they have connections. They have connections that you don't have. They have keys that you don't have, but you could get the keys if you wanted to. But do you have enough money to back that up? Most artists can't even spend 10 grand for studio time, 5K for studio time, bro. Do you think he's gonna put? Do you think that nigga gonna put 20K for his career, bro? He ain't gonna do that. They give him 20K, he's gonna go blow the bitches or something. He's not gonna like put in his career. But record labels think about business, about putting you on.
So like what I want to know and understand is that, okay, most artists, right, or most musicians, they don't actually have what we call financial literacy. Understand? So what I mean by financial literacy is that somebody can make a lot of money in the music industry, but not really have to think. But it's fine. You're gonna have to do that on the other episode. So yeah.
Okay, so we back with it. Sillie Rich in the building.
Yeah,
so man,
man,
you were explaining how you came about
yeah.
with your name, and you mentioned that your name has a motive. It has a motivation behind it. It has a code that you live by. So Sillie Rich, until you Sillie Rich, that's when you're gonna be like, I made it.
Yeah, it's fact.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you with the music industry game. How have you been able to manage to put a name for yourself out there with such great artists, you know, in the music game? How did you manage to go about with that?
Okay, so I've worked with like a lot of big artists, you know what I'm saying? And putting your name out there is like the hardest thing to do, bro. Because when you're coming up, a lot of people don't actually give you attention.
Facts.
Most people don't even like listen to like what you gotta say until they see it themselves. So like people wanna see the work. So mostly, I've worked with a lot of big artists, bro. I feel like that's how I ended up getting introduced to the industry more. Yeah, because I worked with a lot of big artists at the studio. I have a studio, it's a whole recording label. Got a couple of partners I work with. There's dope artists.
Can we get the name? Can we get the name of the studio?
The studio name is G40. It's G40 Studios, man. We've recorded a lot of people, big artists, influential artists from out the country. It's called G40. So that's my home. And
So
that's where I work.
can you name me just a few big names in the music industry that you've worked with so far?
I've worked with J Claude. That's like one of the artists that's like in the record label. He's one of the dopest artists, man. Very artistic person from Nigeria. I've worked with we've worked with MT.
Yeah.
Worked with,
Empty the hustler.
yeah, we've worked with MT. Yes. We have a couple of songs we've done together, short music videos. You know, been at a couple of shows. Worked with Ceruno. Worked with the Big Hash. We worked with
Damn, it's nice.
yeah, we've worked with actually a lot of artists. It's a lot of artists. Like if I had to mention them.
My other question is how do you feel, man? I mean, young kid growing up, got this chance, you know, to meet the big guys. How did you feel? What was your energy when you met our MT, all the big names? How did you feel? How did you go about it?
Online, bro. Like when I met them, for me, it was more of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was working behind another artist. So I was like part of an entourage because I had chilled with the music for a bit. So I was doing more of like writing. I'm a writer, so I write for like a lot of artists. So I was
writing.
I write a lot of songs. I write any kind, like piano, afro, hip hop. I write anything. So I was doing more of like writing and artist development for other people. So that's when I got to learn more about the industry.
Wow, that's nice. So like, you just mentioned that you write like lyrics for piano artists.
Yeah.
Like, how does it go about? You're a hip hop artist, right? So like, how do you transition from being a hip hop artist writer to a piano writer? Like, I want to understand that vision.
Okay, I won't lie to you. I don't really like to like bracket it and stuff and say hip hop artist because I don't feel like I'm just a hip hop artist. I'm an artist. So I make art. You know what I'm saying? So whatever sounds nice, whatever sounds good, as long as we can put it together, we can make it. It doesn't have to be hip hop all the time. It can be something different. It's just I'm more comfortable and I have fun making trap. I have fun making trap. But I love Afro, man. I love Afro. Afro is in my blood. It's like it's home for me. You know what I'm saying? So I write a lot of Afro songs and I do tours with a lot of Afro artists as well.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's dope.
So back on now, you mentioned the word entourage, man. Do you have any of your own, man? Do you have your own entourage? Do you have a couple members that you always
Of course.
Yeah.
Bro, I got like 20 to 30 people I move with. I'm talking about producers. I got the hottest producers from Joburg. I'm talking about Headshot.
Yeah.
You know, I got Fetish Gecko. I got there's Joey Manson. You know, there's a lot of artists that are gonna come up this year that I'm telling you about. You're gonna find out later. And I got Big Stepper. TBS Big Stepper. That's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? We make a lot of songs together, man. Like I've been working with Big Stepper for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like my brother. And I got Young Knock. The boy came from Texas like a couple of years back, and ever since he put up, he's been like working. That motherfucker works, bro. It's like his work ethic is crazy, bro. Yeah, that's like one of my boys, and I'm actually here with Big Stepper and because after this, we actually gotta head to the studio. After this, my boys are here with me today.
Oh,
crazy! You know what I'm saying? One of my boys with me today. You know what I'm saying? So they can pull up on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I got my boys.
It's pull out.
Don't cut that shit.
Yeah, man.
Get another check.
Yes, sir.
Good, man. Good, bro. You guys good? Nice. Yeah, it's fine. You can do that.
What's going on, y'all?
We're just getting you chill for him right there.
Get him space.
Get him some space. Set some space.
Spin over to the right of that, my boy.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so dope.
We got the entire entourage on the block. Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
we got our boy right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I go by the name TV J Fly, the biggest step. Yeah.
The biggest
Niggas already know who the step. Niggas already know who step.
Give us that big step energy, bro. Give us the big step energy, bro.
Niggas already know. If they don't know, I bet you they big know. Trust me.
Just take notes now.
Who we got on second guest tonight?
I go by the name of Young Knock, man.
The niggas gangsta, eh? The niggas gangsta. They be rolling some weed there.
Yeah.
So loud, coming straight from Dallas, Texas. You understand?
Yeah.
From Dallas, Texas, as he says, I'm Casper.
Casper?
I'm there.
Yeah.
Obviously, man, we got Sillie. We got my boy G Fly. We had a whole thing today, me and G Fly, boy.
Yeah.
Wait for
What's that? Shout out.
Yo, Jen, so anything y'all niggas got going on type shit.
Yeah, most def. You know, we out here rapping G40, my boy Knocked and Sillie, you feel me?
Super nice.
And also, you feel me, rocking big course too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see them chains.
Nice.
Yeah. Some niggas blinging like
Shout out
that.
them niggas.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I got a lot of shit coming out, man. Like we got Knock and Sillie got a whole album coming together. Also got a 3 EP coming with Knock and Sillie in it. You feel me? So yeah, and crazy visuals too coming out.
Yeah.
Bad.
I don't want to cut y'all off too much, man, but I'm just curious though.
What's up?
Hit him a dude from Texas, Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Find himself all the way.
Yeah.
In that
South.
fucking Africa, my nigga. Like,
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. Look, hey, if you go and you can look on Reddit. Look for me on Reddit. You might find a little story about something. But I like the weather. I prefer the weather in Jersey. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. I prefer the weather.
we just been the Visionary Cast and like, you know, trying to put on upcoming artists. Obviously, man, you've been doing your thing for the longest now, I think.
Yeah.
The whole gang, right?
Nah, for sure.
Bro, what are the new heights you looking for, bro? Is there any heights you've reached yet? What's happening? What's the whole movement?
Happening.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, if you asking me, shit, last year was a pretty big year for me, man. I started dropping music again, you feel me? I took a couple year hiatus.
Yeah.
But nah, you know, we've been outside a whole lot. I done dropped like 2 tapes last year.
Yes, sir.
and,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we doing big things. I've been
And I
kicking
ain't
with
gonna lie,
Rich.
as a nigga who has like seen you like just for about 2 months now, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you've been in the studio all the time.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You've been in the studio.
You been cooking.
Okay.
You been cooking. You been
Nah,
cooking. You
for
been
sure.
cooking.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just wanna find out from studio approach, bro. Like having, you know, like a whole like staff or crew or cast like this, bro. What's there for the future, bro? Your future
Bro, I ain't
endeavors,
gonna lie to you, bro.
this whole shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The future's holding like, yo, whatever's in the future, bro, it's big things, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a lot of things I'm planning. I can't say a lot, but then I got a party that's coming soon. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 3-week party. So I'm gonna invite a lot of like influencers, like big artists, you know, podcast people like you guys. So it's gonna be a lot going on, bro. I need all the creatives to pull up in Joburg. You know what I'm saying? We unite so we can show people how actually big we can get if we work together type shit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a very huge thing. It's gonna be like a 3-week party, but it's mostly working. We're gonna be making music, you know what I mean, creating content, whatever kind of genre, piano, you can name it. Everything's gonna be in the house.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, since I've heard that you guys been touring and stuff like that. How is it? How is the feeling of touring? Your first tour, because I get it. You know, rapping in the booth is different from rapping to a crowd. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Maybe stag people. Don't you get like goosebumps or some shit? Like,
I'm
or you
like,
just
bro.
flow with it.
Every time before you get on the stage, a lot of artists will tell you they get nervous a little bit. Don't matter how big you are, don't matter how small you are, you get a little bit of like nervous a little bit, but then you get used to it too. And that nervousness is like the adrenaline you need actually, you know, before you get on stage type shit. Because I've been on the stage a lot, man, and I think at this point I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? I know how to interact with the crowd. So it's like for me, it's pretty easy at this point, man. I've been on the stage a lot of times with big artists, a lot of artists.
So like what I want to understand, man. I get you're an artist yourself, you do performance, right? So what I want to know is most artists, right? They struggle what to call with stage fright. You know, how do you deal with stage fright in front of performing like 10,000 people, right? Or it can be more. You understand? How do you deal with that kind of a stage fright as a musician artist who's performing?
But most of the time, the stage fright, man, forget about the stage, bro. Think of how far you came for all those people to actually be here for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, they made a huge sacrifice to be here for you type shit. So everybody really expecting to see you. So I think you just gotta like be yourself, bro. Once you be yourself, I'm telling you 100%, you won't be like.
Not to cut you off though, gang, but I feel like stage fright cancels out if your music is hard, bro.
Okay.
I feel like if your music go crazy, dog, like there's no such thing as being scared to play it in front of people.
No, there is. There is. I know.
I ain't
no,
never
look,
felt that.
I've worked,
Okay.
I've worked with a lot of artists, right?
Let's get to it.
I've worked with a lot of artists.
Okay.
They can be good. Some artists are just good in the studio. Some are not even like good at music videos. Some are not good in stage. Artists are very different. There's artists that can't perform at all, but they make the dopest music ever. And there's artists that make maybe whatever you can say, whack music or whatever, but they perform, bro. So people are different. So most people with hard music are actually scared to stand up and say, okay, I got it. Most people with hard music, they're actually scared to stand up and say, yo, I got it. And at the end of the day, people keep blaming studios. We don't have studios, they're charging us a lot, but no, it's not that, bro. You're not putting in enough work. To put in enough work, bro, you're gonna get 20 studios calling you saying, come, let's work. It's easy as that, bro. Okay, it's as easy as that.
Facts. So Casper, yeah, you got a question?
Hey, yo, so you do know like Sillie just freshly landed from Cape Town, right? You do know that, right? Yeah, so man,
Yes, sir.
Oh, Sillie from Cape?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, bro.
Cape Town is a vibe, man. Cape Town is a vibe. Cape Town is a vibe. Yeah, it was a vibe. I went for a little vacation, actually, you know. I went to chill by the beach because I just wanted to let my feet out. Because I feel like anytime you let your feet out in Joburg, they're gonna say you're crazy or you're stupid. You can't let your feet out in Joburg, bro. Are you on drugs or something? So like, you know what I'm saying? So like in Cape Town, it's a different mood, bro. You let your feet out, people can actually see you're happy, you're free. So it's a different vibe. So that's what I actually went for, and that's why I stayed longer. And
I heard, bro. You got fine ass bitches. Did you manage to scoop a few for yourself, brother?
oh, trust, bro. There's a whole lot of nice girls in Cape Town, bro. But like, you know, but I had little mommy. Like, you know, on the side. So like, you know, I wasn't trying to fuck around on all of that. I was more focused on the business, bro. Cause you know, I'm not trying to get any distractions. You know, I've been distracted a lot, bro, and that shit fumbled me. I've took a lot of L's, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I've been fumbled a lot, so I ain't trying to go back to that direction. So right now, I'll just focus, and I'm trying to open different kind of businesses also to make me money. Cause most artists, bro, if you don't make money, it's gonna be hard for you to break it in the industry. There's no other way around it, bro. Like, just make your money first. Go to the industry, know what you want, and run it up. If you don't make your money and you're trying to break in the industry, right? People are gonna take you for a fool, bro. People are gonna use you as a mock, bro. You check. So firstly, get your money right, and then get your mind right, bro. Know what you're doing before you do it, bro. People think making music is just being in the studio and making a song. It's not being in the studio and making a song. That's like 10% of the work. 80% of the work gotta be done out there, bro. Like for real, bro. And I think like all these artists must know that, bro. Most of the work is out there, and get your money right. No matter, bro. If I say get your money right, I'm not saying get a million, bro. I'm not saying
not a million, right?
For real.
Get your money
I'm not
right.
saying get 500,000. Work a 9 to 5, start embarrassing, bro. Get your bag and do the right thing. People say you can't chase your goals when you're doing a 9 to 5. That's a big lie, bro. That's the biggest lie. You can still chase your dreams, bro. Like doing a 9 to 5. After 5 years in the studio, 10 years at home, that little money you're making, pay rent or whatever, that 500 you got sacrifice it for your career, see what's gonna happen.
Invest in your career.
So don't say your job is stopping you from making money. That's a cap. You stopping yourself from that. Only you can stop yourself from being great.
So Casper,
Hey man, you know, just knowing these guys personally, right? I get to be around them from time to time. I can't tell you why. I just want to know, Big Step, okay, G-Fly, he goes by since you're a top promoter, right? How do you incorporate the two into like your personal time with the whole promoting and your whole music, the marketing strategy? Does it work for G40? Does it work for Stamper? Just let us in that, man.
Definitely. First, no, I ain't a club promoter per se. I'm a host. Promoter is, I think I graduated from that. But you know, it's all in the entertainment business. At the end of the day, you know, it's more in the entertainment business. So it's pretty much balances. You know, like I can go to the club at night for me and still be in the studio in the morning, get a little rest, repeat again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and also like it also helps me to make certain connections because you know rappers be cool, right? All these rappers, like the famous rappers, they be cool, right? But it's the people behind them that you need to know. So those are the type of connections you need. Before like you try to highlight a rapper, if you know his manager, you know, that's better connection.
That knowing the artist.
You know what I'm saying? So it pretty much balances for me.
I feel. YN, I'm getting to you, my brother. How long you gonna be here, bro?
How long am I in Jersey for?
Yeah.
It's kind of tricky, bro, cause I just moved out of Jersey in December, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been living in Zim for the past like maybe a couple months now.
Yeah.
I just built the studio out there, by the way, y'all. On Point Records. If you in Zim and you looking for somewhere to
shout out to
record,
Zach.
Yes, sir.
yeah, if you ever find yourself in Harare, you need somewhere to record. I got On Point Records out now. It just opened up.
Yeah.
But I'm only in Jersey for like a week and a half, bro. I came out here looking for some extra money, and I'm
Yes, sir.
gone.
Yes, sir.
Bro,
Yes,
it ain't
So,
no-
what are you leaving us with, man? Are you gonna leave us with an EP, album, something
maybe
like
a
a
song.
track, bro?
I'm leaving y'all with a bunch of shit, bro. I can't.
For real, yeah.
But I mean, first of all, I just dropped Young Knock Radio episode 2. I got this little series going on, the mixes. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's 40 minutes of the hardest shit you ever hear. And all fairness, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Go on and tap into that. I dropped that between New Year's and Christmas, somewhere between that period of time.
Yeah.
Fuck with it, bro. I got everything on there. From there, I can't tell you, bro.
Yeah,
I just dropped, so
that's okay. We
I just
listen
dropped.
to that.
Yeah.
So as a group, guys, I want to know: do you guys aim to give us something? Do you guys aim to build it, or do you guys aim to individually have your own brands?
Alright, so let me just correct something, right?
Yeah.
Not a crew.
Yeah.
Because if you say we was a crew, then we probably have a name like Beatles.
Yeah.
The White Beatles. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So like we're not no crew, bro. These are my brothers, bro. So we work as a collective.
Okay.
And we do what we call a movement rather than a crew.
Alright, I like that.
We take our forces and all of our talents together, bro. And as much as we're individual artists, you can't never really label us as a group. We work together all the time. You feel me?
Oh, it's a fact.
You know, but
Because it's also deeper than just the music.
facts. I sleep on Stepper's couch when I need somewhere to stay at. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like that. Like Rich just said, you said homies. Rich said brothers just before you said that. That's a whole different level too. You feel me? So these are people you see me outside with. For real.
I like that. I get the motto, guys. So I'd also wanna just ask one question, right? As to since y'all are different, you have your unique style of going about. I wanted to know from you, a big stepper. What is your inspiration to your music? Do you aim to send? You mentioned entertainment. Do you aim to send messages, or do you aim to entertain people?
My whole aim, it depends, man. I'm a very versatile artist. You know what I'm saying? I have some songs here I'm talking about real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real life shit. But I'm also a hard-headed trap. Like I'm really like a trapper. They call me Big Step for a reason. Trust.
So big step on the block.
So like yeah, man. I'm just trying to. I feel like the game is missing something. Like my niggas, man, I vouch for my niggas hard. I know my niggas got the hardest shit out here. So, you feel me? That's what actually inspired me mostly, like lately. You know, like just seeing my niggas putting in work. You know what I'm saying? And it be stuff like that. The rest, yeah, you know, it be cool. But yeah, man, it's mostly like my niggas that inspire me to be like, I gotta get back in the booth.
So you guys mentioned staying in the booth forever, right?
Inspired by life itself.
Life is crazy. Yeah, if you listen to the music, right? Not lying.
Like before I even get into the studio and all of that, man, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like for me, I feel like my inspiration comes from different places. Like my inspiration comes from everywhere. Like, it could be the fat booty bitch I was smashing last night. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being for real.
Yeah.
It could be stupid shit. Like you know the girl I met or yesterday was at the club or we got arrested or something. For me, everything that happens in life, every little thing for me is like more inspiration for me to say, okay, cool. There's actually more to life. There's actually more I can say. There's like so I get inspired. I get inspired by a lot of different shit.
Guess what? Think about it. You manage MT's lease, right? Lease, right?
Eh?
You manage MT's lease, right?
MT's lease.
Yeah.
Lease.
Niece. You mean
Niece.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Oh, hey, listen.
Who so happens to be also
No, we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We don't get into
That was
Keep it
heavy.
down.
That was heavy. That
How's
was
the
heavy.
dynamic there, bro? How's the dynamic there?
You asking me now?
That's why I was like, we ain't gonna get into that.
No.
Nah, I didn't get a question. It's over.
Let's keep it at that. Let's keep it at that. Hey man, so yeah. So like we say all the time at the BCast, we aim to change lives, changing our lives in the process. Is there anything y'all just wanna live out there? Like anything Sillie Rich wants to be known for at this moment of time?
Bro, people must know, bro. And that can stop you from whoever the fuck you're trying to be, bro. Like, you can be whatever you want in life, bro. It just depends on what you give your energies to, you know what I'm saying? Because if I say Sillie Rich, you know, motherfuckers gonna pull up in the club thinking I'm the one that's buying all the champagnes, the bottles. But Sillie Rich, it means it's Sillie Rich in a different ways, bro. Like, I'm rich spiritually, physically, financially, you can name it, bro. I'm rich everywhere. You can say I'm Sillie Rich. Sillie Rich doesn't mean I got $1 billion. Could mean I got 5 friends. I'm Sillie Rich.
You just reaching
It could mean I got 100,000. I'm still Sillie Rich.
Yeah.
So it don't matter about how much money I got in my bank account. Sillie Rich is actually me. It actually represents like you could be rich in anything you do, bro. Y'all niggas is rich in whatever you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Nah, man,
That's
shout
that
out
Sillie
for
Rich
that.
type
Young
shit.
Knock, anything you trying to leave us with before you dip out on us?
Bro,
You
we
said
about
you're
to
going
dip,
back
bro.
to, you said you're going back to the home Z's,
For the
right?
performance.
Yeah, I'm going back to the big Z.
Yeah.
I mean, last thing I really want to say, goddamn. We running Young Knock Radio episode 2 that just came out. Episode 3 on the way. I'm hosting something crazy for that one. Stay tuned for that, goddamn. Find me on the gram, Young Knock GHF. Fuck with me. That's really all I'm saying.
Hey, yo, G,
What you got stuck
I'm
on?
gonna put your shit on the tube, right? I just want you to leave everyone with your handles, man. Where can we get you?
Yes, sir. Everybody.
Everybody,
Gang, bro.
Sillie Rich,
Myself.
Yes, sir.
On Instagram is biggest stepper. Biggest B1, then biggest, then underscore stepper. Steph. And on YouTube is TBS G Fly and all the other music platforms. It's just TBS G Fly. So yeah, it's there.
And YN, your turn.
It's Young Knock GHF. YUNGNAK everywhere. You understand?
Yeah.
Then we got Sillie.
Show them the flu level there. Show them the flu level.
Oh yeah, no, go put that. Oh, that's the syrup on the ground, man. God.
Okay.
Making this trippy, yo.
Yeah, so I really wanna say also shout out to our stylist. You understand? We have a stylist. What I'm wearing right here. Mr. X right
He's in
there.
the back. He's in
This
the
the one
back.
that is doing all the. This one is doing all the styling. You understand? This one that is like style some of the stuff for me.
I ain't playing around, boys.
Super
I
nice.
ain't playing around.
You understand? Like this.
Hey, you look fly, so I can't.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Pull up, let us.
Y'all living this with a performer, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they.
I'm gonna need 2 from y'all, though.
Stay slimy, you freak.
I never stress. On the city on my day. Take a Uber or take it easy. She gon' do it for some dick. I done seen a lot of fakes. I'd rather just hang with the baddies. If being bad is a crime, they must put on my baddies and silly. Run it out. I just need me to check. Some of that, bag it up, things people do for the bed. Run it out. I just need me to check. Some of that, bag it up, things people do for the bed. All the money talk, I got baby talk, all that smart talk don't get to me. Fame gain to your head, my nigga, I never let it get the best of me. So baby, show me your worth before it get the best of me. Cook it up, fuck it up. Now they ask me for the recipe. I'ma run it out. I keep playing catch up on my head of you. Big all the hundred and son, got your good under my duvet. I thought I always had it easy, cause I'm living easy, this life is a me. Work before a flight, got me feeling shitty, I ain't tryna scratch, no. See, I never stress, on the city on my day. Take a Uber or take it easy, she gon' do it for some dick. I done seen a lot of fakes, I'd rather just I feel the tension in the air, these niggas shady. I'm having shit that blow your mind if you ain't careful. You go crazy. That bitch is broke as hell, she cannot be my baby. I got it 55 a piece, if you buy 2, I give you 8. I got my paper and I count it up for fun. Okay, I do too many drills, forget where I got beef and where I spun. You better chill before I whack somebody's son. Okay, I got connections, if I press a button, he'll be gone by lunch, okay? Hey, whoa, hey. Okay, I spent the half a ticket, I ain't trippin', I'ma make it. Okay, I'm high on Percocet, but I'm still clutching shit, I never. Okay, she make it clap, I threw her ass a rat like Roger Federer. Don't got the time, I'm only squeezing paper in my schedule. Okay, my pockets fat like Big Daddy V, like high cholesterol. Okay, I rolled a blunt of high grade weed, it take the pressure off. This bitch on me, I gave her a P. Now she want all of it, I might just plant a baby and leave. Just like my father. I feel the tension in the air, these niggas shady. I'm having shit that blow your mind if you ain't careful, you go crazy. That bitch is broke as hell, she cannot be my baby. I got it 55 a piece, if you buy 2, I give you 8. I got my paper and I count it up for fun. Okay, I do too many drills, forget where I got beef and where I spun. You better chill before I whack somebody's son. Okay, I got connections, if I press a button, he'll be gone by lunch, okay?
At 12 years, I was in the street. High school, I was sipping lean. 14 years, I was 7 fiends. At 15, I was hitting leaks. Fast forward, now we're trapping deep. I been catching up, find me overseas. Buying bottles, we ain't Navy sipping. Got a whole gang sipping Hennessy. I'm on medicine. Fuck what you think, I ain't never had this shit. Oh, wouldn't I spaz? I ain't even gotta say much when they talk, baby, give me neck. Woke up early morning, I ain't $9 only in my head. That bitch bogus, broke the condom, tryna steal my babies. Big links on my neck like I done got him from the 80s. I can feel the fucking tension when I pull up in Mercedes. I ain't gotta say shit, I hope you get a fucking message, little bitch.
I feel the tension in the air, these niggas shady. I'm having shit that blow your mind if you ain't careful, you go crazy. That bitch is broke as hell, she cannot be my baby. I got it 55 a piece, if you buy 2, I give you 8. I got my paper and I count it up for fun. Okay, I do too many drills, forget where I got beef and where I spun. You better chill before I whack somebody's son. Okay, I got connections, if I press a button, he'll be gone by lunch. I feel the tension in the air, these niggas shady. I'm having shit that blow your mind if you ain't careful, you go crazy. That bitch is broke as hell, she cannot be my baby. I got it 55 a piece, if you buy 2, I give you 8. I got my paper and I count it up for fun. Okay, I do too many drills, forget where I got beef and where I spun. You better chill before I whack somebody's son. Okay, I got connections, if I press a button, he'll be gone by lunch, okay?